You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, the NBA season is over with for LeBron James, Bronny James, and the Los Angeles Lakers. They lost in 5 games in the first round of the playoffs. And the tenure of LeBron James with the Lakers, not very good. Yeah, they won the bubble title in 2020, but almost no one actually really respects that. For the most part, it's been missing the playoffs or a first round exit. But if you guys remember, man, last year, LeBron James said, my son, talking about Bronny, is better than a lot of these cats I'm watching right now. He said that Bronny could play for the Lakers right now. And there was a lot of pressure put on Bronny, a lot of pressure on the Lakers to actually draft him. And what happened? The Lakers drafted him and gave him a fully guaranteed contract at the 55th pick, something that no player ever gets. And then NBA history was actually made in game number 1. They brought Bronny in roughly about the last 4 minutes of the first half of the first game. And then they set him down for the rest of the game. He didn't do nothing at all. Bronny really did struggle, man, because he's an undersized guard. He can't shoot. And really, he's just not NBA ready. Just that simple. Now, did Bronny actually improve some during the season in his limited minutes? Yeah. But he flourished in the G League. And that's where he should be. I believe he averaged something like just under 22 points per game for the South Bay Lakers. But the plan was to have Bronny James in the NBA, and he was floating between the G League and the NBA. He should have been in the G League full time. He was not ready. Now that the season is over with, guys, Bronny James is making an admission about season number 1 with the Lakers. So let's go ahead, guys, and get into this. Right over here on Fox Sports, for Bronny James, playing with LeBron was a blessing, and he wants to run it back. Now, he's going to be singing the praises of his father. I get that. But also, he makes an interesting admission that I believe a lot of us already knew. LeBron James put a lot of pressure on his kid. He did. And LeBron James really was trying to make this about himself. And I believe that's the selfish part about what LeBron James actually did. Bronny James does not have LeBron James's talent. LeBron James is an all-time great talent. He's one of the greatest players in NBA history, and Bronny James just doesn't have that. And the pressure that LeBron put on him, it really was unreal, okay? Especially with him coming out saying, oh, he's better than a lot of these cats I'm watching on TV. He could play for the Lakers right now. Just wasn't the case, man. But anyway, right here it says, as Bronny James left the Los Angeles Lakers locker room after his team was eliminated from the playoffs, he flashed a smile when asked what it was like to play with his 40-year-old father, who happens to be one of the greatest basketball players of all time. This season, Bronny went from running around the sidelines of the Cavaliers games in diapers to being introduced alongside his father in the Lakers opener. He went from being an elementary school kid playing pickup games against the face of the league to sharing a uniform with him. He went from posting silly videos impersonating his father to becoming a humble 19-year-old rookie deferring to him in the locker room. When Bronny and LeBron James became the first father-son duo in NBA history, their relationship took on a different dimension. Quote, now this is from Bronny. It was a blessing being able to learn from him, not only as a player, but as a dad. It's a different type of relationship. I try to take full advantage of it because it's something that a lot of people can't have. It was an amazing experience for me. And I'm looking forward to learning more from him if he's still here or not. Either way. But I'm just looking forward to it. Now, of course, LeBron James is always going to be, in his son's life. Whether LeBron is on the Lakers or not. Now, there was a report out there, man, that LeBron is considering going back to Cleveland, maybe for his final season. Now, the Cavaliers had the second best record in the NBA, number 1 seed in the East. Honestly, it'll be a bad look for LeBron if he actually jumps ship to a team that could actually win a championship. I mean, how would that look if LeBron James went to the Cavaliers and the Cavs actually win the title this year? Just asking. But anyway, back to this. As LeBron contemplates his future with a $52.6 million player option looming, Bronny made it clear he wants his father to return for another season as his teammate. Quote, yeah, for sure. However long he can come back for, it's always a pleasure being around him. He's locked in. The stuff he does for his body and the preparation and stuff like that, I want to take full advantage of that. Yeah. Now, here's the thing, man. When it comes to playing with Bronny, this is what LeBron James actually had to say when it comes to all of his accomplishments that he's had in his career. Listen in.
With everything that you've accomplished, where does playing alongside your son rank, especially considering everything that he's overcome?
Number 1, for sure. That's easy. It's not even close. I mean, to be able to play the game that I love and to be able to be along my son this whole year has been one of the most gratifying, satisfying journeys I've ever been on, just to see his growth from the moment he was drafted when we were all in New York at the draft party to seeing him in summer league, struggle early on in summer league and pick it up towards the end, to get on the floor with him in preseason for the first time. I believe it was in Palm Springs, to getting on the court versus this Minnesota team, game 1. And just to see what he was able to do every single day by just, just channeling his mind and his work, just putting in the work and just seeing how much he grew from, like I said, the moment from he was drafted to, doing what he was doing in the G, getting opportunities with us. Super proud of the shortcomings that he had when we played in Philly. I thought that built so much character. And it showed when we sat out a lot of guys at that home game when we played Milwaukee. And I just thought that he has a bright future because not only can he play the game of basketball, he's just a great fucking kid, and you can ask anybody, any one of his teammates, any one of the coaches. He's just a joy to be around. And I have to say that I have a lot to do with that. Appreciate it.
So that's the words of LeBron James right there. But when it comes to Bronny's struggles, especially early on, man, this is what he said. He said, quote, I was under a lot of pressure. It was getting to me a little bit. And we all know where that pressure actually comes from. That comes from LeBron James. Any other player, man, that was actually picked number 55, how much pressure is actually really on them? Not much. Because pretty much those guys, man, are probably going to be in the G League and probably never see an NBA court. Possibly they could. I mean, but Bronny, man, he was going back and forth between the G League and the NBA. Now, of course, I don't believe many people actually saw him playing in the G League. There's pretty much almost no pressure. But when you actually see him on an NBA court, because I believe that first game, man, was a national televised game that the Lakers played. Because remember, they flew in the Griffies to come in. I mean, the whole thing was a stunt, and we all knew it, man. Now, I don't know how Bronny actually felt about that. You know, being put out there like that. I think it was actually unfair to him. And the undue pressure was on him. Because LeBron was hyping up his son like nobody we ever saw. And of course, Stephen A. and LeBron. I mean, LeBron got in Stephen A.'s face, cursed him out. But LeBron James, you did this, man. And even Bronny now is acknowledging, yeah, the pressure was real. So, gonna leave it right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.